watch a video about a parasite getting into a snail and causing the snail's eyes to swell, remember this detail for later in relation to Marge's fear on her eyes. It's also important to note that the teacher's lesson being about how predators and parasites take on different forms to lure their victims, this being a direct nod to its methods. Now, sticking in the classroom, we see Marge invites Lily to share lunch together later on, and we can clearly see this is part of some prank made up by Patty and the Patty Cakes to mess with Lily, as Marge continues to want to fit in with the cool kids despite knowing that Lily, who is her best friend, is going through a lot. Marge goes to the bathroom to rush Lily, who's nervous, and before heading back, she uses the restroom. Now we can see Marge starts to feel guilty and appears to want to tell the truth to Lily, but all of a sudden, her head starts to hurt. Suddenly, her eyes start to bulge out of her head like she saw in the video she watched in class earlier, but also remembering Marge has a fear about her new glasses making her eyes look big, and we saw that back in episode 1. Now Lily tries to reach for the pill to give to Marge to stop making her afraid, but she accidentally drops it in the toilet. Marge now blindly running in the hallway, but she manages to make it to the woodshop room, and she begins to remove one of her enlarged eyes, but it regrows immediately. Meanwhile, Lily grabs the pill and chases after Marge. In a desperate, self-mutilating attempt to relieve the pressure, we watch as Marge finds a metal saw machine and uses it, slicing one of her enlarged eyes out of her socket. The wound immediately regrows, proving that the horror isn't external, instead is internal, driven by it. As we see, blood is squirting everywhere. Now, Marge tries to take a tool to remove her eye again, but Lily takes it out of her hand, and unfortunately, the screaming up and down the hallways has drawn every student and teacher to the scene. They see Lily covered in blood, holding the metal saw tool, standing over Marge, and it looks like she was trying to kill her after cutting her eye out, making her look crazy. Again, this looks pretty cut and dry to an outsider. Lily, or as they call her, Loony Lily, finally snapped. Unless Marge explains she inflicted the trauma on herself, it appears that Lily is going straight back to the asylum. Now, I shared my criticisms last week about the terrible CGI, but this being the same director from last week, I gotta say this, I thought that even though this was gross to look at, the scenes with the eyes, but this was a much better CGI heavy scene than what we got in that cemetery last week. Now, personally, I have a thing with things getting poked in people's eyes in movies and shows, so they freak me the hell out. But let me know in the comments, what did you all think about this scene? Did it work? Did it not work? Let's talk about it in the comments below.